The first month of the season is behind us and we take things up a notch on Monday with the first two group races for the season. Here's what's coming up on HK Direct. And Karis Teetan has got the ride on Hot King Prawn and Nothing I Like More in our two features. He's in the studio to discuss those horses with us. We look back on the most notable performance from the month of September in our masterclass. As mentioned, Karis Teetan is our special guest in the studio. Karis, always great to have you on HK Direct. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's look at what's been so far for you this season. 5 wins, second in the premiership at this stage, just a couple of wins behind Zac Purton. Are you happy with the way things have started off for you?
Yes, it's always good to start the season with a few winners, and I'm pretty happy with the way things are starting to go now. I feel pretty comfortable. It's pretty difficult to ride winners here, but to start off like that and be able to be behind Zac right now, it's pretty good.
The first few seasons that you were here, basically the whole time you've been here up until the last month, it's been Joe Moreira dominating with Zac Purton as well too. In Joe's absence though, and now that we've had a sort of a month to figure things out, what's been the effect of Joe leaving from a riding point of view here?
Yeah, you know, with Joe leaving, it's sort of like now open up the door with many trainers, and you know, it's not just there. You have to work pretty hard to get them, and as you can see, the many jockeys are trying to get those rides that Joe left behind. But for me now, you know, I've been very lucky with picking up some decent horses, especially in a Group 1. So that's really exciting.
So is it any easier than what it was before?
I would not say easier. You know, of course, it's just I've mentioned it a few times. For me, it seems like it's difficult because you know, even the locals, you know, they're doing very well, and they know Joe is not here anymore, and it's open. The winners are out there. So I think everybody is hungry for the winners, and you know, it's going to be a tough season.
As you say, you've picked up some good rides. Let's have a look at specifically some of the horses you've picked up. Looking at Monday's book of rides, 10 races, 9 rides for Karis, Bullish Glory and Complacency for Tony Cruz. Aero Happiness you rode last time, Bigwood, Solomon's Babe, both look like they've trialled well, and we'll get to Hot King Prawn and Nothing I Like More in a moment. But overall, what's your take on your book for Monday?
Yeah, I'm looking forward for Monday. I think I've got a few horses with nice chances. You know, I hope everything go well, and really excited for the day.
Okay, well, obviously you'd be excited too for these 2 feature races that are coming up, and we'll start off with the National Day Cup. You ride Hot King Prawn, who's undefeated on the straight course, and in fact the only time he was ever beaten in a race, you beat him on Wishful Thinker. This is you riding him in a trial leading in. He's had a couple of trials leading in. It looks straightforward. Did it feel that way? Yes,
he's a very quiet horse, and he gives you a really nice feel when he's galloping. He can fall asleep in a straight, but he really gave me a good feel. His second trial was very good. He felt like the first trial has brought him on. Lots of speed, so really looking forward to ride him on Monday.
And when you say he fell asleep at one stage in the straight, what did you have to do just to get him back on track?
Yeah, well, when I tried him the first time, John mentioned to me, he said, just be careful, because sometime in a straight he does pretend to drop the bit a little bit, because he's got so much speed, so he gets himself into the front, and then he starts to ease off a little bit. I think he's just relaxed. So as soon as you just get onto him, he picks it up again. So you know, it's those good horses that what they do.
You've beaten him once, you've ridden against him on a number of occasions. Is he a horse that you're excited to be jumping on board for the first time?
Yeah, it's like I say, it's really a pleasure to be able to ride some of these good horses, and especially a horse like him to be able to get on with that weight on. I'm really excited, yeah.
You've got a lightweight, 117 pounds. You take on iVictory, Group 1 winner last time out, but he's got the top weight of 133 pounds. Can you beat him, do you think?
Well, with the weight, of course, it's a big difference. For iVictory, it will be his first up with that big weight on. It will be completely different, you know. And of course, he's improved a lot last season. He will need to keep it going again if there's still more in the tank. So I'm really looking forward to be able to run against him, because I think my horse got the potential of racing against that horse.
He's certainly pretty exciting and only been beaten once. Let's have a look at your ride then in the Celebration Cup, the 1400 metre Group 3, which shortly follows that. Again, a ride for John Size. This is Nothing I Like More, who's the widest as they straighten up. This was a strong trial. You've also got Beauty Generation, last season's Horse of the Year, one that you know well here in 50-50. Group 1 winning mile at Seasons Bloom, and also out wide Beauty Only. Tell us about this trial with Nothing I Like More, Karis.
Yeah, it was a very strong trial. There was many strong horses in the trial. Actually, my horse he just laid off behind a few of them, and into the straight. Once I squeezed him, he gave me enough to align. I feel that the horse will improve from now on. Once he gets a race into him, he will definitely improve towards the big races.
Was the plan just for him to have a quiet trial here?
Yes, I think of course his main target will be later on. There's more bigger race coming up, so I think once he will have this race under his belt and see how he goes, I'm pretty sure going forward he's going to definitely improve.
We've seen that he's got his quirks, particularly in the gates. What's John said to you about the horse?
John said, just be quiet on him, and he was pretty good. The horse, he behaved very well in the gate. So, of course, horses with age, maybe he's getting a little bit better. So everything went well. So let's touch wood, they stay like that.
And in that trial, we saw a really good performance from 50-50. You've ridden him every start that he's had so far in his Hong Kong career. You're not riding him on Monday. Was it your choice to go with Nothing I Like More ahead of 50-50?
Well, actually, when John offered me the ride, I actually just took the ride on Nothing I Like More, and actually did not really thought that 50-50 would go for the 14. I thought he would go straight to the mile. I'm pretty happy with the horse I've taken. I think he's a really good horse, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna improve from the feel he gave me in a trial.
How do you compare him with 50-50?
Well, 50-50 last season has improved a lot. He's gone up in a grade pretty quick. He's got to the group horses very quick. Of course, he was put away early. Late into the season, and he missed one race. And I think he spread well. I actually galloped him before his trial, and the horse felt really, really good. He felt like he's definitely put some weight on. So that was a good sign. But of course now I would like to see how much he can still improve. As Nothing I Like More, I'm pretty sure there's still some improvement there. He's still a young horse, and of course he runs again the 3 years old last the
4-year-old races.
4 years old races last season. I'm pretty sure there's still some improvement for him yet.
They're 2 rides for John Size, someone that you've had a lot to do with in your time here in Hong Kong. Looking at the stats, you've had 32 winners from him from nearly 300 rides. What's he like as a trainer to ride for?
He's really cool. He's very quiet. Of course, he's got many good horses. I'm pretty sure many jockeys would like to ride for him. But he really real gentleman. He gives you lots of advice when you ride his horses. So I'm really happy that I'm able to ride for him since I'm here. He always gives me the support, so really appreciate it.
And the other trainer that you've struck up a bit of a relationship with this season has been Tony Cruz. Up until this season, you'd only had 40-odd rides for him for a couple of winners. This season, though, 4 of your 5 winners have been for him. You've had 7 rides. How did that relationship come about? Did you go to him or did he come to you? How did that all happen?
Well, I was on holiday in Mauritius, and we were at the hotel, lying on the beach, and got a message on my phone saying, when do you come to Hong Kong? And it was actually like, exciting, but I did not know what he wanted to talk to me about. And when I got here, he said to me, oh, you're going to be riding the big horse, Pakistan Star. So it was like a boot up already. And I think he just want to, as I'm going to be riding his big horse, maybe just give me a few rides. But, it's really good to be able to have connect with a big stable like that. I believe he got some nice horses, and of course a few nice ones coming up, I see. So I'm glad I could have a few winners for him already, to build a decent relationship.
Let's talk about the big horse. He's one of the most famous, if not Hong Kong's most famous horse at the moment. He's Pakistan Star. This was this morning at the barrier trials, the first time you'd ever jumped on board. Just tell us what it was like to be on board a pretty special horse.
Yeah, I think he's very special. He gives you a feel that, you know, not many people will be able to get that, and I was very surprised the way he let down. I knew, you know, we all know how good he is, but to be able to actually feel that power he's got underneath me was something different. Yeah.
When you look at the horses behind him too, in the red and black colours, there's Time Warp, a two-time Group 1 winner. Exultant was finishing off well, but they're pretty good horses that he's cruising past in that trial.
Yeah, of course, you know, it's his first trial. You know, for a horse like him, he showed some good speed, and before the straight, I just angled him out, and he just knew what he was doing, and he just wanted to go on through his work and finish everything. So real good horse, and knows what to do.
I've read in the press you've said before that you've warmed the seat on horses like Able Friend and Designs on Rome for jockeys such as Tommy Berry and Joe Moreira, but to be told that he's your horse, Pakistan Star, what's that like, knowing that you're going to be riding him in the big races here?
Yeah, it's something really special. I've said it before because it was true, you know. I'm not complaining, but you know, I've had good success with both of Design on Rome and Able Friend before, but to be able now to work with the horse and keep the rides into the big races, it's something that I think all the jockeys want to go and work for.
October 21, the Sha Tin Trophy is when he kicks off his preparation. That calendar's probably crossing off the days of yours at home until that day arrives.
Yeah, of course. I really can't wait for the day to come. Of course, just to see him run too, so it's pretty good.
Always a pleasure to have you on the show, Karis. Thank you very much for your time, and all the best in the features on Monday, and also with Pakistan Star and what follows for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
Thanks to Karis Teetan, our special guest in the studio, to talk us through his rides on the weekend. If you want to follow how he gets on Monday for the long weekend meeting, National Day meeting at Sha Tin, you can join into the trackside coverage, which kicks off at 12:30. The National Day Cup over 1,000 metres is the first of the features. It's at 4:05, followed by the Celebration Cup at 4:40. For the build-up and the consequent aftermath to Monday's meeting, go to the website or to Twitter. That's all we've got time for on this edition of HK Direct. Thanks for joining us. We're going to leave you with the month of September's Masterclass, where we note a particularly special achievement. And for this month, it goes to someone who in his first season has already trained 6 winners at a strike rate of 35%. And that person we're talking about is Jimmy Ting.
Triumphant Jewel, Jimmy Ting with a perfect start, likewise Grant Van Neerkerk and Triumphant Jewel from Victory Power. Jimmy Ting, a fairy tale beginning. Rich City Fortune going to Sea Pearl, Rich City Fortune in front and got the money. Jimmy Ting, 4 down, 2 to Jimmy. But it's Lurpagas going strongly from Money Winner. Jimmy Ting, you've done it again. Lurpagas wins from Money Winner.
Triumphant Jewel is flying up the inside. Triumphant Jewel gets to Jing Jing win, and Triumphant Jewel. Another full Grant Van Neerkerk, and this one for Jimmy Ting.
Amazing Gold clinging on from Choo Chow Kid and Wonderful Chaser, and he gets it done, Amazing Gold.
Well, that great run continues, doesn't it, for our new trainer on the block here, Jimmy Ting. Well done to Jimmy.